Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate, a BS Ed major in Filipino. For today's video is another educational video wherein I will going to discuss about Lesson 8 entitled The Global City, specifically the topic, Why Study Global Cities? Without further ado, let's get started.
Lesson 8, The Global City.
If you had a chance, would you like to move to New York, Tokyo, or how about Sydney? Chances are many of you would like to move to these major cities, and if not, you will probably like to visit one of these cities anyway. I know most of us haven't traveled to these cities as tourists or even a temporary residents. Or maybe you have relatives living there who have described buzzing metropolises with forests of skyscrapers and train lines that zigzag on top of each other. However, I know that you have an idea of what these cities looks like based on what you have seen on your screen. But for me, if I had a chance, I would like to move or visit Tokyo first because aside from their rich culture and food, Tokyo, Japan is also known as world's largest metropolitan. Also, Tokyo offers a seemingly unlimited choice of shopping because Tokyo is also known as one of the best shopping destinations in the world. At the same time, the city of Tokyo is the location where many of the Japan's advanced technology functions are being centralized.
That is why Tokyo is considered as a global city because it has wealth, power, and can influence to other countries as well as host the largest capital markets. Also, the city is an important wholesale center where goods from all parts of the country and the world are distributed. New York, Tokyo, and Sydney are one of the major cities around the world, and these cities considered being a global city because it has power organizations that are linked to other parts, and many of the major corporations and multinational companies are headquarters in these cities. Here in the Philippines, the global city is the Bonifacio Global City, or also known as BGC, located in Taguig, Metro Manila. BGC is a commercial hub known for shopping areas filled with the big-name brands and flagship stores, and also has expensive global restaurants. In other words, BGC has turned into the center of attention in the metropolis for business, shopping, and dining.
Why study global cities? It is because global city is an urban century that enjoys significant competitive advantages and that serve as a hub within the globalized economic system. A global city is the world's most important and influential cities that covers the dimension of the globalization. These dimensions are cultural experience, business activity, human capital, and as well as political engagement. New York, Tokyo, and Sydney are one of the most well-known global cities as it provides global competitiveness for each citizen and companies. In this lesson, it will also emphasize that the globalization is spatial, and these statements means two things. Globalization is spatial because it occurs in physical spaces. Globalization is spatial because what makes it move is the base in places.
First, globalization is spatial because it occurs in physical spaces. As you can see in this picture, the physical spaces or the location has many skyscrapers that mostly owned by businessmen or women. Nowadays, globalization occurs in places where mass of people work and live in the cities. However, to achieve the title of being global, it must have values and ideas that have an impact to the world. Also, you can see it when foreign investment and capital move through city, and when companies build skyscrapers, people who are working in these businesses or Filipino working abroad start to purchase or rent high-rise condominium units and better homes. All of these events happen, more people are driven out of the city centers to make way for the new developments. Second, globalization is spatial because what makes it move is the fact that it is based in places. Example, Los Angeles is also known as the home of the Hollywood, where movies are made for global consumption. While the main headquarters of the Sony is in Tokyo, and from there, the company coordinates the sale of its various electronics goods to branches across the world. In other words, cities act on globalization and globalization acts on cities. They are the sites as well as the medium of globalizations. Just as the internet enables and shapes global forces, as to do cities. In this year to come, more and more people will experience globalization through cities. In 1950, only 30% of the world lived in urban areas. By the year 2014, that number increased to 54%. And by the year of 2050, it is expected to reach 66%. Basically, this lesson studies globalization through the living environment of a rapidly increasing number of people.
That ends of my discussion about Lesson 8 entitled The Global Cities, specifically the topic Why Study Global City. I hope you learned something from my video. Please like this video if you enjoyed, please subscribe if you haven't yet, and please leave a comment. I hope to see you guys soon. Be good!